you buy a freehold or leasehold? What's the price difference between these two?
Can I afford to buy a freehold condo? So today we'll be sharing with you on our views and thoughts on these questions.
The very obvious difference between a freehold and leasehold is the typical leasehold property, which is 99 years lease. After the lease is up, it will be reverted back to the government or the respective owner. While a freehold condo, you get to keep it indefinitely. Of course, there's another one which is the 999 years leasehold, which technically it is something like a freehold property as it has a very long lease. There are buyers who prefer a 99 years lease condo, or there are buyers who also prefer a freehold condo.
That's right, people who buy freehold property usually has this mindset of leaving their property for their children or their children's children. So for this group of people, buying the freehold condo is the preferred choice for them.
Yeah, obviously, if price is not a factor, then everyone of course will love to buy a freehold asset. So let's take on the question, which is freehold and leasehold condo priced the same? So Joyce, what do you think?
If freehold and leasehold are the same prices, everyone will go for a freehold. No one will buy a leasehold. But we all know that a freehold condo actually costs more compared to a leasehold, and the price range are usually from 10 to 20%. But if you can afford a freehold, why not go for it? But Clarence, is it true that a freehold condo is definitely better than a leasehold?
It all depends on the requirements, right? If owning a property for as long as you want is something that you actually want it, then obviously I would say freehold is the way to go. But if you're talking about value buys, value investment, it may or may not necessarily be so, right, Joyce?
Yes, for investors, ROI, which means return on investment, is very important. Investors in general would love to pay lesser for the same profit gain because it means a higher ROI. So assuming you buy two properties, a leasehold at 800,000 and a freehold at 1 million, and you want to sell both properties at the same time 3 years later and manage to get 100,000 profit for each property. So it means that the leasehold actually gives a higher ROI.
Yep, so it's a misconception that by paying a higher price for a freehold, there will be a chance that you'll yield higher profits when you sell. There are cases, as data shows, whereby profit gained from a freehold could be the same as leasehold, or sometimes more, sometimes less.
Yes, in addition, in regards to the rental yield, by renting out the property to the tenant usually don't really bother whether it's a freehold or a leasehold condo.
So assuming everything remains the same, such as the level, the unit size, the facing, and the age, the rental will be approximately the same for both assets. Let's take an assumption if you purchase a brand new 2-bedroom freehold condo at 1.5 million, and you also purchase a neighboring condo, a brand new 2-bedroom leasehold at 1.3 million. So if rental for a 2-bedroom in the vicinity is approximately $3,200 per month, your freehold asset will give you a gross yield of approximately 2.5%, while your leasehold asset will give you an approximate yield of 2.95%.
Yeah. Hence, from the landlord's perspective, your yield will be higher for a leasehold property as the entry price is lower.
Yes, that's true. From the investment point of view, then we should look at percentage of return on investment. And knowing what condo and which condo to buy to maximize your ROI is important, especially if you are an investor.
And of course, sometimes the amenities, the location, and the condo development itself is a bigger factor for consideration than just leasehold freehold.
Yeah, there are a few common factors that affect the pricing of the property too, Joyce. As the property gets older, a leasehold property value may depreciate faster due to the expiring lease.
However, that being said, an older condo might have a potential for en bloc as well.
Agree with you, Joyce. But you got to know that your numbers and calculation and ensure that the development has actually the potential of en bloc, right? So based on experience, some owner have to wait 3, 4, or even more times before the successful en bloc.
Well, ultimately, the decision lies in the buyer's hands. The key question is, what are your reasonings, what are your needs, and what are your wants? Is rental yield what you are looking for, or maybe leaving a legacy for your children? What about the capital appreciation?
Yep, there are people who prefer freehold, while others strongly believe in leasehold, which can provide better value. Do share us your thoughts whether you prefer a leasehold or freehold condo.
Yes, if you would like to know more about freehold leasehold condo, do drop us a comment or PM us for more information.
Remember to like and subscribe.